Well, everybody's looking pretty good today. We're getting just about lambed and kitted out on this pasture. The rest of the places are pretty much done. We won't know really how we've done here until we get them up to castrate or to do something else to them. It's usually castration. They're probably around first part of July or so. And we'll get a tally on them and say, oh, we did pretty good or we didn't. Seems like we did. I mean, we lost some for this and that, but not very many. Ways that goats can find to try to kill themselves. Well, I hope we get him out. Well, now I hope I can find his mom, or he can find his mom, or something. I don't know how long he's been stuck in there. I had that happen before, only sometimes it's way up high in the tree. Had to cut the whole tree down to get the kid out of there. Well, there he is. I just had to bring him out here with some other goats and hoping that he'll ball his mama up. There's a few nannies here, but they weren't very close to the tree that he was stuck in. But we'll see what happens. I'll be back later today. See if he's still wandering around without a mom. Well, he's ran around and tried a few nannies that were in the vicinity here, and nobody seems to claim him. He might have been stuck in that tree for, I don't know. I didn't see him, of course, yesterday or any time, but I may not have looked right over there either. But I got an adoptive mom candidate back at home. It's got a lot of milk. And I think I'll just take him back there and she can raise him. And then she can stay in the herd then if she's raising him. His mom probably had a twin that she's who knows where in this pasture somewhere, but her and the other one are probably off just grazing. If he's been there a while, she might have given up on him. So he's down there. I've got to hold the doe. She had a kid the other day, but the next morning when I went out there, he was dead. She was standing beside it, guarding it, but I don't know what happened on that. So I caught her and brought her up here because we always want to have a candidate for an adoption if we need her. And she had lots of milk. And I don't know what happened to her kid. It was fine the day before when I saw it. It's just been born. But we'll have to hold her here a few days. Probably, usually just a couple. Sometimes I'll take them. I'm not holding her real hard right now. Just got her by the horns. And some of them take them right away. Usually the younger, a ewe lamb or a doeling will take one easier than a mature doe or ewe. This is a mature ewe here. She's had kids before, but so they get smarter, I think. She knows that's not her kid. He's kicking at him a little bit. So this is why it's real important, I think, to have a few small pens. That's just some cattle panels laid up there. I don't know, probably 6 foot by 5 foot or so. Here's another one. That's another adoption over here. And this is an adoption. We had him on the bottle for a while before we had a mom that had lost some kids or something there for him. But like I said, it takes, I don't know, usually 2 or 3 days. If you come back in the morning, like we'll let them suck maybe, last thing of an evening. And then if you come in the morning and they're laying down beside each other, that's a good sign. He's probably sucking even if you didn't see him suck. If they're at both opposite ends of the pen, that's not a good sign. But these are just pens that, for special problems. Only time we use them is during kidding or lambing season. So we don't bring everybody in and put them in a pen to kid or lamb them, that's for sure, but these are really handy. And if we get an adoption, we don't take them directly back out to pasture. We will put them in this smaller area, make sure the mom is going to stick with him, and then we put them, as you can see out there, in a larger pen. That's probably, I don't know, 60 by 40 or so out there, and keep an eye on them for a while. You take them straight out to pasture, the adoptive mom might just run off and forget she has a kid. So this kid, he'll have plenty of milk on this girl. It's nice to have a happy ending. I thought he was dead when I see him stuck in a fork of that tree, but I think it's going to turn out okay.